All right, y'all. My week has been crazy. From people having babies, going to jail, drama, fights. Like, when I say my family is crazy, like, everything is just happening. I don't know if it's because it is full moon or not, but trust me, I ain't the one having the babies, and I ain't the one that went to jail, and I ain't the one that didn't drown. I've been the one on the outside watching everything. But y'all, my week was just crazy. I had to go ahead and just let that be known because whew, I'm finally back in my Zen mode, in my peace. This is my thing right here. Podcasting, talking my stuff. This is my thing, and I'm just excited to be here, y'all. So welcome to Chaos to Creations, where we turn life's hot mess into pure mastery. I'm your host, Connie, aka Ms.Konnie, aka Rich Goddess. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that way you be ready to tap in when it's time to tap in. I don't know why I'm so used to saying that, but just make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that way, when it's time for you to tune in to the mastery of all this chaos, you able to tune in with your girl. So we're gonna get straight into the topic, the main topic of the day or the week, I guess. Um, I listen to podcasts all the time. I listen to different things, different people, B Simone, um, Finesse, 19 Keys. I listen to so many different people. I love podcasts, my favorite thing. And I also like to listen to readings too. But besides that, I've been trying to figure out like what is my superpower. As us being gods and goddesses, we all have our own superpowers. Like the thing, and I think that it's the thing that we think is our weakness. That's our actual superpower. When we're able to turn that weakness into our strength, that's the superpower. We look at a lot of our characteristics of ourselves and we immediately be like, oh, that's weak, that's bad, or whatever, depending on how society looks at it and says, if you do this or that, that's a bad thing. And I realized that my superpower, now if you know your superpower, let me know in the comments below. What is your superpower? What is it that you are really, really, really good at? Because I'm going to tell y'all pretty much in this video, not necessarily how to, but kind of how to take this superpower and use it to your benefit to create your reality how you want to create it. Whether that be luxury items, a new car, a new career, a move to a new state, city, whatever that is, a family, wife, husband, dog, cat, I don't know. Whatever it is you want, like, I think if you embrace this superpower that you have, you can really change your reality, right? So let me know what y'all superpowers is in the comments. But my superpower, and I'm just now realizing this, which is so crazy. My superpower is that I'm super empathetic. I can be scrolling on Instagram and or watching a movie, whatever, or watching a podcast. The moment that I feel the emotions that whatever that person's going through, I start to cry or I just simply feel it. If I feel that somebody's talking about something that's very touchy and vulnerable and they're opening up, or if I see a kid crying in a video, I'll start crying or whatever. I just truly feel so much. I feel so much. And growing up as a kid, it was a weakness for me as a kid because people looked at that and thought that it was something that they can try and play me. Like they thought they can just, play with your girl. Um, and they thought right because they could and they did. They definitely played with me. I don't know why I'm trying to act like I didn't get played with. I got played with. Okay. People just in my family, I'll say that for sure. Use my empathy to their advantage. They knew that if you just play with her little heartstrings a little bit, we can get her to do what we want her to do. It kind of like in form of like manipulation or things like that. I didn't have as much boundaries as I do right now. And what else? Like I taken advantage of a lot. I didn't know how to say no. I was people pleasing, all this stuff because I didn't want to deal with conflict or whatever. But I also I just can feel on a different level, and I don't know why that is. I'm also a Cancer. That's my sign. I'm a Cancer, so I'm a water sign. Yes, we are labeled as crybabies, emotional, and that might be part of why I'm this way. But I truly can feel things, and I think that's like very important when it comes to manifesting. Because when you're manifesting and you're creating your reality using your guide mind to do that, to feel the emotions is different than to just simply have the emotion, if you get me. But I really went from, it's crazy because I went from being this empathetic child to getting taken advantage of. And when I became 18, baby, I was like, you know what? Y'all done had enough playing with me. Okay? You're done. You're done. Okay, let me stop playing. Anyways, no, for real. I really was like tired of getting played with. Like, I was so tired of that. So when I became 18, I literally shifted from being an extremely empathetic person to a cold person. When I say cold, people in my family right now still think I'm evil. They still think I'm this evil person. But I think that I did that because I was so angry at being taken advantage of. I was angry for not having no boundaries and people pleasing. I was angry at myself for doing that. So I said, F it. I'm about to just, all you bees, I'm about to what? I'm about to just not mess with none of y'all. I ain't talking to y'all. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. Don't ask me for nothing. I can't help you with nothing. Just very cold. Very cold. Very cold. And I think that did help me to have boundaries. It helped me to not get used and to not get played with. But then it also kind of created a little bit of like loneliness and wanting and craving for, relationships and love and things like that. But we're not gonna get into that part. I just wanted to kind of express how I went from like being extremely empathetic to cold like that. Like if anybody else has experienced that where you went from being extremely empathetic to cold hearted and you're a person that you can be real with yourself, let me know in the comments. Let me know how that experience went for you. But going through that and bringing it all the way back to today, I just realized that does not have to be a weakness. Because I think about like now, well, I know to me, I am very empathetic. To anybody looking at me from the outside, I have this hard shell, and that might just be because I'm a Cancer. But I have this hard shell that I don't want to show nobody that I have emotions or that I feel things. I don't want to show that to people because it's a trauma thing where I used to get taken advantage of for doing that. So now I'm in this place where I know people look at me and think, oh, she's just mean. That's not, no. Like, when you know how people say, oh, she just looks mean, and then you'll say, oh, that's just my face. That's just your face because you trained your face to be that way. And it's supposed to be a bar, but it just came to me. Like, we always say, oh, it just is what it is, or it's just this way because that's just how it is. When honestly, in reality, if we didn't feel the negative emotions all the time, or if we didn't operate in a way, and I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm just like trying to get this point out, which is that it doesn't have to be like our face. We don't have to have resting bitch face. We don't have to do that. Like, we can actually walk around and smile. You know what I'm saying? That kind of really does say a lot about if you are happy or not. If you're walking around mean mugging all the time, yeah, that might be your face, but that's your face because something's going on in here. And that's all I'm gonna say with that part. I'm trying to hurry up. So, yeah, I just kind of went from one end of the spectrum to the other end. And now I'm also kind of stepped into my optimism. I'm extremely optimistic. And that can kind of be somewhat of, someone could look at that and think, it's a good thing, but some people could think it's a bad thing because when people are going through situations, they don't want to hear your optimistic viewpoint. They want you to be like, oh, hate that you're going through this. This is so terrible. Nah, I'm that person that's going to remind you that, hey, there's another way to look at this. There's another way to appreciate this moment. Good, bad, whatever. It's a way to look at this and you not have to dwell on the negative aspect of it. I'm not going to be that person that's going to sit in that low vibration with you. I'm not. I'm going to try to pull you out of that. And also, I have this gift of like this superpower of being able to look at a situation and be like, I see both sides. I see the full picture. I don't see one side or the other. I see the full picture for what it is. For what it is. And I'm able to understand each side and have this optimistic like perspective about everything in life. Like, I think that's my superpower, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with that superpower, but I'm trying to also incorporate it into the show as much as I can. But I really feel like that's my superpower, being empathetic and being optimistic. What is y'all's superpower? Let me know, because I used to look at being optimistic or being empathetic as something that's weak, as something that people will use that and take advantage of. But now I'm going to be stepping into a area of my life where I'm going to learn how to master being empathetic and letting people seeing that I'm empathetic, and knowing how to still have those boundaries and still have that respect and still standing on business and still just having that balance of I'm empathetic, but I'm also might light you up. You get what I'm saying? So that way I don't feel like if I be empathetic, or if people know that I'm empathetic, or that they know that I have emotions, or if they know that I actually am not really this hard body, you know what I'm saying? I'm really soft as heck on the inside. If people know that, I won't be. I don't want to be afraid to be that. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what your superpower is, and now we're gonna get into the hot mess. Flip the script and find some silver linings. Now, hold on, y'all. This is what I want to talk about. Where's it at? So, a few things I want to talk about. They have. I don't know if this is like happening right now, but I heard that this is going to be something that's going to be happening in the future. I don't know what just happened, but I kind of just like lost track of where I was going with this. So they're having an AI simulation called Cognify, which is something that in the future, instead of people having to go to prison, they're going to have to go through like this 5-minute simulation where they'll just implant memories into your mind depending on your time that you're supposed to have, and depending on what you did to commit your crime. They'll implant memories into your brain to allow you to come out 5 minutes later, and you have now the memories of somebody who actually did 10 years in prison, or 15 or 50 years in prison, without actually having to do the time, the physical time. I don't want to speak on it too much. Let me know what y'all think about it, though. I think a lot of things can come from it, and these are just some of the questions that I had about it. Like, honestly, what's being put in people's brains? That's the first question. Is justice really being served? What y'all think? What y'all think? Does it even phase the person that goes through it? Like, will them going through this 5-minute simulation actually even phase them? Because, you know, some people actually do go to jail and do physical time, and they get out and be on that same stuff. Can AI only create memories based on what's already happened in the past? Or can it create memories on what the future might look like? And what I mean by that is, can AI, because AI is able to predict what will happen in the future by how things are going right now and from the past. So will AI create memories based on what it will predict to happen in the future? Or will it be based on just past and present things? And what if you don't care? What if you don't care now because you like, I'm gonna go to jail, I just go do the simulation for 5 minutes? What if you don't care no more? What if you just like, okay, I'll go commit that little crime. I'll do it because guess what? I ain't gotta go to prison. I don't gotta go to jail. That's just some of the questions I had, y'all. So let me know what y'all think about this whole new AI simulation called Cognify. And yeah, next thing I want to talk about is this whole Jay-Z thing. Him being accused of, I don't know what he did. I don't know what he was accused of. But I kind of just want to touch on not just him, but what's going on right now with these celebrities. Like, people are coming out saying this and that this person did this to them and whatever, blah, blah. You know, the whole R. Kelly, Diddy, Bill Cosby, freaking now Jay-Z. And my whole thing is, do y'all really believe what they're saying is true? Do y'all really believe it? I don't know. We really don't know if it's true or not. But do you believe if it's true or not? I think that things can be true. Things can also not be true. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird that everybody is coming out now. Why are we coming out now? I'm not saying that to say that it's not true. I just want to know, really, why is everything coming out now? What's the reason? What's the motive? What's the deal? And the last thing I want to talk about, y'all, is this whole cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. I want to know, what do y'all think about this whole hate trend? Because supposedly there's a hate trend going on, and I try to do some research, try to find some of this, these negative comments that people are saying about Kaya and how she's targeting men in relationships and husbands and boyfriends and things like that. I haven't really seen anything actually physical. I don't know if I just didn't do enough good research or what, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I think, honestly, on the situation. This is me getting into my optimism, right? I think that what she's doing and what she did is exactly what she needed to do. She had a motive, she had a goal, she had a plan, and she executed it perfectly. Not only does she have the men's audience that are watching her because of her physical appearance, but she also now has the women's audience because now the women are upset, or if they're not upset, then they're going and making their own videos talking about cooking with Jazz, or cooking with Nina, whoever these people are. But at the end of the day, she did exactly what she needed to do. Great marketing. She has a great catchphrase that's sticky. It sticks in your head. The girl did her thing, honestly, and my dude ain't watching her. And even if he do, I honestly don't care. Because guess what? I'm the one cooking this man his food, not her. So I don't care. I'm not like insecure at that point where if somebody is targeting, like, at the end of the day, you're not gonna touch my man. So I don't really care. My man's ain't going. But y'all, you have tuned in to another episode of Khaos To Creations. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the Cognify simulation for AI, the Jay-Z thing, the cooking with Kaya hate trend that's going on? Because them women, they mad. They mad. And I would be too if my man was a cheater. Oh, was that a shot? I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. But let me know what y'all think about everything that I talked about today, because I really want to know y'all opinion on the superpowers. And that's the last thing I'm going to say. Embrace your superpower. Really find out what your superpower is, because that's what's going to help you change your life, change your reality. And that's literally the phase that I'm stepping into. Learning how to embrace my superpower of being empathetic and optimistic. Like, my perspective on life and just everything is very rare, it's very unique, and y'all ain't gonna find it nowhere else. So you know what to do. That means you need to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna see y'all next week.